Hello, friends, and welcome to today's live session. Today, we'll be diving in a topic that goes unspoken most often. Why do women feel shame when exploring their desires? Before we begin, let me ask you this. Have you ever felt hesitant Have you ever felt hesitant to express your desires in a relationship, fearing judgment or appearing too forward? Have you ever felt pressured to conform to societal expectations of what a good girl should be regarding her sexuality? Have you ever worried that openly exploring your desires would make you seem less worthy or respectable? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you are not alone. Many women experience shame and hesitation when exploring their desires, and it is crucial to understand why. So, there are many factors which contribute to this shame. Let me share a few of them with you. Many societies promote the idea that women should be pure and save themselves from marriage. This creates a sense of guilt around any sexual exploration outside of a committed relationship. Societal expectations often differ drastically for men and women regarding sexual behavior. Women are often judged more harshly for expressing their desires, leading to self censorship and shame. Media representations, they don't help. They often portray women's sexuality in a narrow and often objectified way, and this can make women feel their natural desires are abnormal or shameful, something to be hidden rather than embraced. For example, a woman might hesitate to initiate intimacy with her partner, fearing she'll be seen as needy or easygoing or too demanding, even though initiating sex is perfectly normal and healthy. The other thing that happens is you have these internalized messages which come through, which make you feel that shame. Women may worry about being labeled as loose or characterless if they express their desires openly, leading to self censorship and shame. The absence of positive role models who openly express their sexuality can make it difficult for women to feel comfortable exploring their own desires. Traumatic sexual experiences, such as abuse or assault, can create lasting feelings of shame and disconnect from one's sexuality. All these aspects, all these internal messages make it difficult for a woman to express her desires. Imagine a young woman who grew up in a conservative household where open discussions about sex were discouraged. This environment might make her feel inherently shameful about her desires, even though they are completely natural. Then there are some other additional influences which might bother you. For example, strict religious teachings that condemn sexual activity outside of specific contexts. They can instill shame around any form of exploration. Cultural norms and expectations surrounding female sexuality can also vary greatly, with some cultures being more restrictive than others. Inadequate, inadequate sex education can leave women with limited knowledge about their bodies and desires, leading to so much confusion and shame. For instance, a woman from a culture with a strong patriarchal value might feel pressured to prioritize her partner's desires over her own, leading to her neglecting her own sexual needs and desires. This is such a common problem, and I guess so many women will resonate with this. It is crucial to understand that feeling shame around exploring your desires is not inherent. It's often a product of external factors and societal conditioning. Let me tell you why you shouldn't feel ashamed. Your desires are natural. Having them and wanting to explore them is a fundamental part of being human. It's not something to be ashamed of, regardless of your gender. You deserve pleasure, just like women deserve to experience sexual pleasure and fulfillment. Denying yourself this basic human right only leads to unhappiness and disconnection. Feeling shame around your desires can prevent you from having healthy, fulfilling relationships and experiencing true sexual satisfaction and intimacy. So, how can we overcome this shame? What can we do so that we don't feel this shame when we are talking about our desires? Here are some steps. First thing, recognize that the double standards and purity culture messaging are harmful and they don't reflect your inherent worth. So challenge these societal norms. They are not. They are not the. They are not so important. You can challenge them. They don't decide who you are. Seek positive role models. Look for women who openly express their sexuality and celebrate their desires. Surround yourself with individuals who create a supportive and empowering environment around you. Be kind to yourself. Shame often stems from negative self talk. So challenge those inner voices and remind yourself that your desires are valid. Educate yourself about healthy sexuality through books, articles, sex positive communities, YouTube channels. The more you understand your body and desires, the less shame you will likely feel. So you don't have to feel shameful, and you can try some of these steps. Change your influence, change your surrounding, work with people who are more positive, and find some role models which will help you to embrace who you are. Now, embracing your desires can have a profound positive impact on your life. So, let me share some of those so that I can encourage you to do that. Owning your desires and expressing them authentically will boost your self worth and confidence. You will come across as a more confident person in the bedroom. Open communication about your desires will lead to more fulfilling and intimate relationships with your partners. You will enjoy a deeper connection. Understanding your desires allows you to seek and experience sexual pleasure that truly aligns with your needs. So you will enjoy greater intimacy in your bedroom, and feeling comfortable and confident in your sexuality contributes to greater overall happiness and well being. You will feel so good, so alive, and much more powerful to go out there and do things for your family, your loved ones, and for yourself. Imagine a woman who overcomes her shame and starts openly communicating her desires with her partner. This can lead to a more passionate and fulfilling sex life, strengthening their bond and overall happiness. So, ladies, remember you have the right to explore your desires without any shame. It's time to break free from the societal conditioning, the factors that affect you, and embrace your authentic sexual self. By challenging the narratives and prioritizing your own pleasure, you can unlock a world of self discovery, deeper connections, and a more fulfilling life. So go ahead, do that, embrace your desires, and you do not have any reason to feel any shame around it, or to think negative around it. So go all out and embrace your sexuality and become that powerful, shining light which can light up this world.